followed by Tanos, the Prince of Hell. Talia had reached Termite Island. The time had come to begin preparations for the attack on Doloran and Yaina Overproud. Lakesville fell like a sandcastle under the feet of a 4-year-old, and afterwards was plundered, in accordance with age-old custom. Yet, as satisfying as it was just a little fish in a great big ocean of good. For the hydrophobic evil had, from the start, planned to capture the city's amazing fleet, which, as opposed to the Horde ships, did not sink like rocks. And so it was that Talia's creatures were driven aboard and the sails were hoisted. As the smoking ruins of the city slowly disappeared below the horizon behind them, the ship set sail for Termite Island, even if no one actually saw the impressive sight, as everyone, hey, I said everyone, was focused on the new target. The aforementioned island was the seat of the magician Yaina Overproud. Yaina was pretty and kind-hearted, and therefore, naturally, absolutely despicable. And if that weren't already enough reason to deal with her, she was also one of Tanos' buddies. Yaina ruled from Doloran. Ah, Doloran, home of arcane magic and high finance alike. Disgusting. Upon landing, the leisurely Evil's army slowly made their way to the financial capital.
Ooh, look at all that money.
Yet it would be a good idea to acquire additional, even more powerful allies before facing Yaina. Talia and the remains of the cold-blooded Evil's army had reached Termite Island. Here, the egotistical magician Yaina Overproud ruled over her magical financial stronghold of Doloran.
I'll take care of this witch in short order. We'll just build up an army and beat on everything we see, just the way we did before. It's always worked until now, whereby the question arises, what the hell kind of a strange room is that? What's it good for?
In fact, that was an excellent question. Naturally, it was a... wait a moment. Yes, actually, it was a hellhole. A hellhole is a portal directly to hell. What do we need that for, you ask yourselves? Another excellent question. Ah, here. Because we want to summon a pit fiend, of course. The demonic and savvy evil plan to lead a pit fiend to Doloran in order to have an ace up its sleeve in the fight against Yaina Overproud. An ingenious plan, I must say.
Okay, pit fiend sounds good. I can see him now. This guy with muscles of steel and... whatever. How do we do this?
Well, first we need a few ingredients, which we then, for the sake of simplicity, just throw into the hellhole. We need corpse dust. However, it has to be from Termite Island, so we can't just scrape it off our zombies, but have to organize some from local graveyards. And toenails? That's simple. Oh, from a centaur. Fortunately, these primitive beings should have a few camps around here. What a coincidence. Besides that, we also need some worm slime. Ugh. Just saying it makes me shudder. And spider legs. We'll probably find those kinds of creatures here in the underground. Probably a lot sooner than the tense evil would like.
Alright.
Oh yes, and it also requires a couple of well-aged, but unfortunately live heroes too. They're not likely to let themselves be thrown in there just like that, so we need a plan.
We can think about that later. The other things will be easier to get. Through fair trade? Through killing.
Gates over here. But the only entrance this time? It is. We can also see where some of the enemies are going to spawn this time. Got another treasury up here. More gold over there. Oh wait, no, hold on. We don't want to make a shorter tunnel to our base. It would be a very bad idea. We start with a graveyard and the orc area. Nice. See if we can take out the first bit for now. Three, 5.
Time to die.
It's payday. You hear that grinding sound? That's a giant worm eating its way through the underground.
Sure showed here. Evil is unstoppable.
Oh, hello. More worms. Apparently we found 2 rooms. Right on top.
Malicious creatures are marching across Termite Island. Men! And of course we'd stop them for the Alliance. Well, not the Alliance, but the Alliance of all good folk, and so, you know what I mean. Anyway, stop them for the goddess.
Whoops! Apparently the heroes weren't as stupid as they looked and had noticed the pitter-patter and banging in the underground. As
Out
if
of my
that weren't enough,
inventory.
Yaina Overproud herself was there.
Excellent. That saves me a lot of time and work if I can defeat her right here.
Easy there. We really don't have the kind of budget that lets us burn a story character in a single map. Besides, it was necessary to stop the marching heroes, and then, immediately following a stay in the dungeon's own hotel, Le Prison, sacrifice them to the hellhole.
What was that? I wasn't expecting 2. Make a nice big horde room.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Lead me to the battle! Where are you taking me?
Alright. One problem down. Want to expand this. Got another treasury over here. Hey, Dark Nexus.
Much like the
Thanks
Hero
for showing
Academy
up and
on
lurking.
Newbie Island, Termite Island was a place frequented by aspiring adventurers. When rumors of a newly opened dungeon made the rounds,
Hey, Kevin, how you
many
doing today?
heroes came from all over the island. These would be unpleasantly surprised to encounter not a nicely balanced beginner's dungeon, but the cruel evils complex and trap-riddled caves instead.
Room. Alright, we need to get a couple of healers. Oh, apparently we actually started with evil. That's really nice. Spend some of that. What else can we get for just money? Vortex room? Start summoning some imps.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh god. Enemies already. We gotta be for those men. Are my zombies ready? They are. Okay. Good. This here. Pick that out. Does this require evil? It does require evil. Welcome to being alive, Dio. Hopefully you've had your coffee today, Stella. You still streaming?
Payday.
Find another treasury over here.
While the battening down the Hatches Evil's dungeon was pleasing and attractive, outside, a whole world of evil surprises and insidious events triggered by entering unmarked areas awaited. What was the fearful evil
I think we're
waiting
ready
for?
now. We can just get at least one thing to generate evil, we should be good. Oh, hello, my friend.
Everything good must die.
Start by going over to the right. Killing these guys. Got two mages. that should max out for now. Gotta start generating some evil. See if I can grab the second one before I go back to storing things. One way up here.
I am even stronger!
Did we lose? I think we lost the undead, yes. Oh hey, the zombies are actually reviving this time. They didn't do that last time. No, Kevin, I have not yet finished She-Ra. Oh god, it's a bear. And a wolf. Look away for like 5 seconds, and suddenly there's a bear hanging out with his friend Wolf. What do we have here? We got a gunner. Goblin, stop being stuck. They need you to go kill the turret. I said stop being stuck. You need to stop being stuck.
What can I do for you?
Oh my.
Just wait.
Let me go.
The merciless evil's armies destroyed
Good
the
work.
hobbit camp with joyful efficiency. These hobbits wouldn't be running off throwing any rings into any lava in any mountains anymore.
Alright, that should be good for now. Got a bit of evil going. Turn this into a treasury. Alright. Start making some other rooms. What was that? Search. Guard room. Here.
Some kind of staging post would be required
Oh,
before
God.
any heroes could be sacrificed to the Hellhole. Undefeated heroes would be rather uncooperative, but dead ones would be of no help to the board either. The solution was obvious. A prison had to be built. The always wanted to be a prison guard evil immediately began to research and build one.
That's fine. Go kill some spiders.
For evil!
The arachnomanic evil had torn off the first spider leg, just what it needed for the Hellhole. It carelessly threw
get,
the rest of the spider
rubies
and
over
the
here?
remaining 7 legs
Yes, we do. Nice.
aside.
Bit of diamonds. Yes, the spider net has been on Earth. What are you? You look crazy, huh, narrator? Oh! This is the Spider-Man. Hi. Kill those. I said...
Everything evil comes from
Kill them.
above.
Also, so you spiders know, this is what I'm gonna do to you. See? Warned you. Right, help it.
The non-arachnophobic evil done. All of the spider legs have been tossed into the hellhole. The spider-hating evil had mastered the assignment without even breaking a sweat.
Right, good. Huge treasure room. Just gonna make this all treasure. That's infinite money.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Wait a minute. Did I accidentally toss everyone into... I think I tossed everyone into the guard room. That's fine. Goblin. Goblin. Heard it. Okay. I'm good for a long time now. I should be able to just do setup now. Graveyard, nice and big. Where's this prison? Here's the prison. Apparently that's part of the grave. Prison right there. Okay, so you are gonna be my magic.
Worms have been spotted in the dungeon.
What do you mean?
Everything comes from above.
Alright.
And stay down. Ha 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 ha! I am invincible. Well, almost.
Okay. All my mana over here. Don't upset my imps. I was building a tinker room.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
You guys good?
Give me my orders. Whoa!
Okay. Turn this into imp room. get the Galobots next. I think my goblins are actually at the point where they can use them.
It's payday.
Turn this into Ifrim. Right, now I can start building some toolboxes. A nice stockpile of mana.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Alright, we're in a really good position. Got prison done.
The first prison had been built. Now, heroes could be imprisoned when they were defeated. This was not only important for sacrificing the heroes the Hellhole so desperately wanted, but also because each hero generated some evilness at the end of their stay.
Exactly. Let them stew and rot in prison, the miserable do-gooders.
Something our quick-tempered protagonist obviously desired. The very best thing, though, was the fact that any heroes that died in prison became skeletons. The necrotic evil immediately wanted to try this out, of course.
Nice. Oh god, poor boy. Because I have been building so much. Right.
The first hero awoke in the prison, where his death would generate some wonderful evilness for the disgusting evil. Outstanding. Oh yes, and some heroes also needed to be sacrificed in the Hellhole. A tough decision. The listening closely evil was informed that the demons of the Hellhole might be interested in trading a handful of priestesses of the light for one of their female demons. This sounded like a very interesting trade indeed. There are enemies in your dungeon. A hero disappeared into the Hellhole with a long, drawn-out "Ah!" and an almost reckless disregard for gravity.
Those zombies. Search. Should be able to be now, or do you take it? Take it.
My My secret and mystical counselors, who only I can see, tell me that the demons would love to see some skilled elven archers thrown into the hellhole. Apparently, they need someone to hunt giant mosquitoes.
Counselors only you can see? My goodness, as if your split personality wasn't annoying enough.
I can't really argue with you there. I too wish that Sister Goody Two-Shoes would finally go and bother someone else.
It's payday. Rumor has it that the demons of the hellhole might welcome the sacrifice of a few little snots. Or maybe it's just because it's fun, too. The experimental evil immediately tried it out.
What was that? Sacrifice our little snots, you say? Here, let's take you on a field trip.
Nice wrist action on that throw.
Nice.
You desire?
Put over here. Head over to the left. Got the portal spell, so don't need to care about that.
Whoops! The first centaur had lost one of its toenails. Ouch. But it was exactly what the absolutely no regrets whatsoever evil needed for the hellhole.
Ooh, big snake.
And still the Horde, the evil, spread their infestation across Termite Island. Onwards, peoples of the Alliance! Drive this riffraff off! Otherwise, the tourists will stay away and we'll have to close up shop. I'll be at your side. Well, later. I have something important to do in Doloran. All the best, and for the Alliance and so forth.
Damn, that cowardly magician is escaping!
Just like I hadn't said anything. As Jaina got out of dodge, her subordinate heroes from the nearby village did what heroes did best. Desperately head for their opponents, using brute force and violence with absolutely no finesse whatsoever. The dungeon protecting evil made ready. As a really broad hint, the savvy narrator pointed out to the perplexed evil that the graves in the graveyard might just need a hearty smack or nudge to release the valuable corpse dust.
Alright. I see you down there. I'm gonna clear this out and teleport back.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
This hero camp has been destroyed. Excellent work. So now let's do it again. Oh, the poor souls who have to die because of my failure and my lack of willpower. It's so sad. Ha ha ha! Plunder, burn, kill.
Okay, let's let everyone heal up.
Maybe we should see what happens when we throw a few of these elves with the swords into the hellhole.
Why? Is that some sort of secret recipe?
Recipe? No idea. But it sounds like fun. Damn fair-skinned elves. Oh, but in the end, they are related to us. Psha, those tree-cuddling hippies have nothing in common with us dark elves.
The hellhole rewarded the sacrifice of a live hero with a respectable birth. It was done. The self-sacrificing evil had thrown the required number of heroes into the hellhole, which in turn commented on the fact with a loud, contented belch.
Okay. That... kind of good. Alright. What do I need? What more are you?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Death from above. Just wait.
Payday.
Everything evil comes from above.
Yeah, shotgun goblins.
For evil!
And just take everyone to the portal.
Command me!
Alright.
The fabulous evil's armies had reached the city. Yaina, however, was long gone.
Then I suppose I'll just have to take it out on the inhabitants. Forward! Oh, haven't you plunged enough cities into ruin? Is that a trick question? I'll admit I could have saved myself the question. You monster! Thanks.
I don't have mana.
Yeah.
discover. Yeah, okay. That's everyone I care about.
What's up?
Man, that zombie's just barely holding on.
Even more powerful!
That door will come back. Bears.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Okay. Yeah.
Ouch!
The first centaur toenails disappeared into the hellhole. A short neigh could be heard. I don't really want to know what the demons do with
Okay. Good.
Payday! The
be
far-sighted
finally
evil
Italian
had discovered a
defense.
modest little centaur camp. Like any good nature-loving being, the horrible evil immediately wanted to convert this area into a nature reserve. Of course, that meant that everything that was in the way had to go. Oh, those poor centaurs. Unfortunately, they had to die for the good of the greater evil.
There is all done.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh, they should be able to handle that on their own. Especially once I upgrade her. Get rid of this stupid camp that's been spawning
The
everyone.
eager to explore Evil's army had discovered one of the heroes' camps. They immediately took care of its demolition.
Exactly! Come on! Let's tear the place apart! Another glorious victory
Right.
for the Queen of Evil! I mean, for the absolute evil. Of course. I mean, it's not my army. Not yet. Anyway.
You're the Queen of Evil? Well, I didn't vote for you. And anyways, Queen of the Damned sounds
Hey, we
better
finally
to
got
me.
Skelly Boys.
Really? Oh, God. Terrible film. Except for the music. But of course, a bit better love story than that bit at Twilight.
We're pretty much done. One more thing to clear out.
Sadly, one of the hero's mighty champions lived in the city. Ronin, whose cliché-soaked name we stole one-to-one from another universe, had retired here and was anything but pleased to see evil creatures. However, whoever put that sanctimonious do-gooders lights out permanently was sure to be richly rewarded.
Reward or not, it'll be fun. Come on, fight!
Alright. Good work, gang. The narrator's pretty great, yeah.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Red skeletal archers. Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice.
Give me my orders! Sure showed here.
The great champion Ronin hit the floor.
Oh, I guess
The
that was
Radiant with Happiness Evil was extremely pleased. At the same time, this anti-heroic act was generously rewarded.
Ha! Another city destroyed. You're so evil and cruel. Thanks, that's really nice of you. I despise you. Ah, careful now. Hate leads to the dark side.
The strategically brilliant evil had eliminated all the dangers and made the dungeon a fairly safe place. Summoning the Pit Fiend should now be child's play.
Hey!
It's payday.
Alright, we're almost done. Gotta kill these last
Another
boys.
graveyard. Excellent. Here we should be able to find the rest of the corpse dust. Get a move on, people! Loot those graves! My toenails are curling. Looting graves? How repulsive! Yeah, go share your moral outrage with someone who cares.
The graveyard's ludicrous guards had been retired. Good thing for the gravedigger, who didn't have to go far this time.
Alright. Be it. Last of these.
The hunt for the centaur toenails was going well. the hoofless, it was done. The last the last centaur, had lost its toenail, which the eager evil quickly sacrificed to the hellhole.
That's
As it
everything.
did so, it realized that every centaur actually had 4 of the stupid things. Naturally, that would have made the job just a bit easier. But hey, outstanding intelligence was never an employment criterion for evil
Wow.
arch-villains. Either way, the goal had been achieved. It was done. All of the required corpse dust had been sacrificed to the hellhole. The mastered this task evil patted itself on the back, right before it remembered the spiked metal gloves. Ouch. Finally, it was done. The last ingredient had been thrown into the hellhole. The victorious evil patted itself on the back in triumph. The hellhole began to bubble and make fart noises. Something in the middle whirled wildly, while it slowly grew. The sound that caused it could be seen as a demonic litany, but upon listening closer, one recognized a joyful whee! It was the Pit Fiend, who now emerged from the whirlpool with a wild laugh. Laugh. Oh, do I do that? Okay.
Prince of Darkness, obey my orders, and of course those of the absolute evil. You, mighty Pit Fiend, cruelest of the cruel.
His name is Crowley.
I beg your pardon?
Of course
It
it's
says
Crowley.
here in the script the Pit Fiend's name is Crowley. Not that it's important since he doesn't speak, but I just wanted to mention it.
All right, Crowley. You, Crowley, will help us defeat Yaina Overproud. We will transform this world into an image of hell.
Daughter,
Jeez, you
try
get out of my
to
dungeon.
defeat your evilness. I still haven't given up on you. Fight it! Use all your willpower.
Oh, Father, I'm still here. I'm trying. Well, now and then, at least. But my evil self won't let me talk about it. It refuses to hear my arguments, and it doesn't care what you say. How often do I have to tell you?
The Pit Fiend Crowley listened to Talia's inner quarrel and grumbled at Tanos' words. Non-residents of Hell were so annoying. Tanos disappeared after the evil Talia's rant and tirade of insults. She then turned to Crowley.
Come, Pit Fiend! I mean Crowley! Let's get that accursed magician! Yaina Overproud! Your days are numbered.